KSAT 12. The news at noon starts right now.
New at noon, a Bexar County jury is deliberating whether a San Antonio man is guilty of murdering his mother's boyfriend. Guy in Perez accused of fatally shooting 39-year-old Luis Rosales back in August of 2022. Our Daniela Ibarra sat in on the closing argument. She now joins us live outside the Justice Center. So, Daniela, the question is, why were the attorneys for both sides spending so much time talking about the victim's actions in this case?
Well, David, Guyan Perez's defense is that he killed Luis Rosales because he was trying to protect a close family member. Perez, who is related, or he is connected to the victim because the victim was dating his mother at the time. Now, the defense really wants the jury to think about what Rosales is accused of, molesting one of Perez's relatives. Perez is accused of shooting Rosales in front of his mother's house on the 100 block of La Manda Boulevard. Now, the state argues the jury had a right to feel upset about that, but they say this case is not about that. They want the jury to hold Perez accountable for taking Rosales' life, even if Perez had his reasons. Now, the state says that did not give Perez the right to be judge, jury, and executioner in this case. Now, the jury has been deliberating this case for over an hour, and of course, when we get that verdict, we will tell you on KSAT.com. We're live at the Cadena Reeves Justice Center. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
The back and forth blame game between San Antonio Police Chief and the Bexar County District Attorney could end up in a face-to-face confrontation on Monday. There is a public safety town hall meeting set at the St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church on Marbach Road, and both Chief William McManus and DA Joe Gonzalez are expected to be there. The two men have been sparring over who is responsible for a series of police shootings by known criminals who are out on bond but wanted for more charges. Now, the meeting on Monday starts at 7 p.m. In addition to that meeting, the county judge, Peter Sakai, and Mayor Ron Nirenberg announced yesterday a series of meetings of law enforcement leaders across the area to address what they are calling a complex issue. Monday's meeting will be live streamed on all of our KSAT platforms. The floating buoys in the Rio Grande will stay for now. The state of Texas was granted an emergency stay yesterday by the U.S. Court of Appeals. That ruling comes one day after a federal judge ordered the buoys to be moved. The ruling would have forced the state to move the marine barrier to its riverbank by next Friday. Thursday's filing says the stay is granted pending further order of a U.S. appeals court. Right now, Ken Paxton impeachment continues. Today, Paxton's team held their ground as they kept trying to paint whistleblowers as rogue employees who went behind Paxton's back. Ryan Vassar is the former Deputy Attorney General for Legal Counsel. He's one of the people who reported Paxton to the FBI. We are live streaming the proceedings on KSAT.com. You can follow along by going to our website, KSAT.com. Outside with live cam. Wow, we've seen this picture before. Oh, it's already 94 degrees. Not wasting any time today, is it?
Oh, not a good sign. Not a good sign. It's going to be a really hot afternoon. We're going to be setting records left and right, I'm afraid. And you see the blue skies out there. Here's a look at the weather where you live. Temperatures at this hour making their way well into the 90s. 97 in New Braunfels, 94 Seguin, Bernie, 91. The feels like number is important here too. We still have enough humidity, enough moisture in the atmosphere to make it feel like 103 in New Braunfels. It feels like 99 here in San Antonio. So the heat is on, and I think this afternoon's highs could be around 105, 107 in Dallas, 110 in Wichita Falls. Another incredible scorching day here across the state of Texas. So if you've got Friday night football plans or just plans to be outside in general, know that it will take a while for this heat to subside this evening. And as we look at the headlines here, pop-up storms are possible this weekend. This is a bit of an update to the forecast that we'll share with you coming up here in just a bit. We've raised rain chances ever so slightly coming up tomorrow. And then next week, we're still tracking a frontal boundary and some rain chances then as well. And we have the latest on Hurricane Lee. A Category 5 storm among the strongest hurricanes ever in the Atlantic Basin. We'll talk more about that as well here in just a few minutes, guys.
We'll look forward to that. Thank you, Justin. The city of San Antonio hosting the 8th annual World Heritage Festival. It is going on as we speak. Events continue through Sunday. The goal is to celebrate San Antonio's unique history that includes the missions, which are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Tonight, you can enjoy music and movie Under the Stars at Mission Marquee Plaza. And tomorrow, you can take part in the Tour de las Misiones. The bike ride takes you on a tour through the trails of the Mission River Reach. And if you'd rather walk or run, you can do that too. All you have to do is register online. To learn more information, you can head over to the worldheritagefestival.org site. In the city of San Antonio, alongside nonprofit organizations, bringing an international youth concert next week. Tiffany Huertas explains how this project is helping students experience global togetherness.
Next week, high school students from 12 countries will be traveling to San Antonio, and they will be performing with students, part of the youth orchestras of San Antonio.
I think the significance behind it is showing that we can all come together on things like music, right? Things like art, things that maybe we don't speak the same language, but there's enough there that we can find in common where we can build those bonds and the friendships between these cities.
The nonprofit organization Students of Service, or SOS, has teamed up with UTSA and the city of San Antonio to bring the Bridging Cultures International Youth Concert.
Bringing our sister city of Darmstadt and all of their sister cities from Europe to San Antonio.
SOS, which focuses on educating San Antonio youth through community service and travel abroad, is helping organize the visit next week.
So we have a host family program, and ordinary families have opened up their homes so that these young musicians can stay with them. And then we're putting on...
The free concert will take place at St. Philip's College Wednesday, September 13th at 7 p.m.
And we hope y'all can come out and support and see these European students playing with our local students as well.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Still coming up, it seems like the high school football season just got started, and we're already into district play. No time to be shy. Highlights coming up in sports. And an American cave researcher still more than 3,000 feet below the surface. This is happening in Turkey. Comes after he got stuck in a cave. Why it would still be a few more days before he's going to be able to see the surface again.
Streaming now.
We're about $500 to $600 a month on water usage.
Their water bill more than doubled from 1 month to the next after a pipe sprung a leak.
We had a break. The ground movement happens all over San Antonio. A few weeks later, we get a bill in the mail for 1 million gallons of water, $15,580.
That's just ridiculous.
They've been bullying us, intimidating us.
Now SAWS says it's time to pay up or have the water shut off. KSAT investigates the water company's policies on outrageously high bills.
Streaming now on these platforms.
Right now, an urgent rescue is underway after an American cave researcher got stuck in a cave in Turkey. Officials say he became ill last week deep inside the cave and has been unable to return to the surface. ABC's Rena Roy with a look at how crews plan to get that man to safety.
It's a race against the clock deep inside this Turkish cave. An American researcher trapped more than 3,000 feet below the surface. Crews rappelling half a mile down to save 40-year-old Mark Dickey, a skilled New Jersey caver who was mapping the Morka cave when he became critically ill last week, suffering from stomach bleeding, semi-conscious for days. Rescuers bringing him blood and life-saving medical supplies like fresh fluids.
The quick response of the Turkish government to get the medical supplies that I needed, in my opinion, saved my life.
Now a delicate operation underway to get Dickey out. Crews facing a treacherous journey back up.
This is a very complex cave rescue operation, need constant medical care.
I'm alert, I'm talking, but I'm not healed on the inside yet, so I'm going to need a lot of help to get out of here.
According to the organization Dickey works with, demolition teams are working on enlarging the cave's narrow passages and preparing a camp about 2,000 feet in. His friend and fellow expert there explaining just how tough the conditions are.
It involves crawling through squeezes. It's muddy, it's wet, it's cold, everything is hard rock.
Under ideal conditions, it would take a healthy person about 16 hours to reach the surface, but this operation will likely last 3 to 4 days. Now that he's recovered enough to be extracted, crews will use a security belt to lift him through the cave's narrow openings. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Outside with Live Cam, Justin, you've been in some caves around South Texas. Nothing like the 3,000 feet down on this one, but you know what it's like to be cold and wet and dark and all that kind of stuff.
But that's going to take a lot to get him out of there. I hope the best. Hope for the best there, and it looks like they are sending crews in. So let's hope that resolves. Let's talk about the aquifer. It is down a tenth of a foot. 628.1 is where we stand today. Not a good number. We could use some rain. There is finally some in the forecast, and molds are low at 2:40. We talk about those rain chances. We have some this weekend and again next week. That forecast is coming up.
Nothing like a big birthday party on a Friday. SA Live turning 9 today.
I can't believe it. Not only that, the Detroit Lions won last night. That was big for Mike. So let's go live.
Look at this.
What is day?
Yeah, thank you very much. Happy birthday. And yes, he was talking about how the Detroit Lions won last night against the Chiefs. We'll talk more about that. I digress here. But yes, at our 9th birthday, we've got decorations, we've got cakes, but we want to see your birthday as well. So scan that QR code and you can send in some of the pictures from your birthday.
So give a shout out to the September birthdays in your life. It is a very popular month for birthdays.
It is.
Scan that QR code. You might see it in the show. Share pictures.
And we got some highlights of the show and a little game you can play at home live with us. How well do you know what has happened over the years here on SA Live? Some things we like, some things we don't want to admit to.
Sometimes we don't want to remember.
Those are the best ones. All right, guys, we'll see y'all in about 45 minutes.
Seems like I remember something about a goat.
Yeah.
Mike, hopefully that makes the reel. We'll see.
That's in there. Great memories after 9 years.
For sure. And what we're hoping for, David, is some rain in the forecast. I know.
Memorable.
Yes, that would be good. It has been so very long. Before we get to talking about the rain, we have to talk about the heat today. It is honestly going to be into that dangerous territory where we have to be really careful. We have heat advisories, excessive heat warnings in place. If we get 105 today, which I think we will, it would make for 18 days so far this year at 105 or above. This is an incredible number if you think about the fact that most years we don't even hit 105. And if we do, maybe it's one day out of the year. Last year we did it 4 times. This year, 17 so far. And yes, today can make 18. What a year it has been. Here's a look at the forecast. 105 in San Antonio, 106 New Braunfels, 105 Seguin, 103 Devine, 103 in Pearsall. In the football forecast tonight, if you're heading out to the games, kickoff 101, halftime 96. That sunset's around 7:49. Take a lot of water with you. And if you just have plans to be out and about tonight, same story, because it will take some time for this heat to finally subside. As we go outside for you right now, 94 at the airport. Feels like 99, so the heat index is going to be above 100 here very soon. 97 in New Braunfels, that's the hot spot. Feels like 103. Seguin feels like 97. Even Kerrville has a heat index right now of 97 with a light wind, so there's not much of a breeze to make you feel better with these kind of temperatures. Here's a look at the heat index. 104 in Boulevardy, 103 as we said in New Braunfels. Feels like 101 right now in Bandera. Feels like 98 in Comfort. It is just downright hot. And it's no surprise that today is going to be a CPS Energy yellow day. They're asking, of course, for conservation of energy, and the whole state is baking. So I'm assuming ERCOT may ask for conservation as well. As we look at the forecast here, nothing today rain-wise, but I want to take you to tomorrow. This is 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We may start to see some storms develop off to our north and east. And depending on how they move and where they move, I think we could see some of these make a run at San Antonio by, say, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Something we need to watch. Again, you don't need to rearrange your weekend plans or anything like that, but know that it is a possibility that some storms could be around tomorrow. And I think if we do get some storms, strong gusty winds could be an issue with some of the stronger storms that develop. So we need to be aware of that. I know we got some football games tomorrow night too. We've raised the rain chances just a little bit tomorrow for that reason to 30%. And then by 7 o'clock, a lot of this is starting to die down. As we get into Sunday, we have more small chances for rain. There's a weak frontal boundary here. And so I think we could get some isolated stuff Sunday afternoon as well. Monday, probably more of a quiet day. But by Tuesday, our next front's starting to slide south. We get some showers and storms to our north. And by late Tuesday into Wednesday, as this front slides through, this isn't a strong front, but as it slides through, we should get some isolated showers and storms Wednesday and probably into Thursday as well. So here's how it looks in the 7-day forecast. 105 today, 104 tomorrow, still a hot day on Saturday, 101 Sunday. You see the 30% chance of rain. Actually, both days, it should say 30% there Saturday. Small chance Monday, small chance Tuesday, but we bring the rain chances back up Wednesday, Thursday, and yes, it does cool down a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. 94 on Wednesday.
But you brought it up earlier. If you're going to a football game tonight, be prepared for heat until that sun goes down and it gets late. Man, it's going to be warm in the stands.
People forget. I mean, I know it's mid-September. It's still really, really hot.
Drink some water before you go. Take some with you. All right, we've got Hawks and Bears and Huskies and Warriors coming up next. It is just week 3 of high school football. We are already into district play. One of our big games to kick off the weekend, Ferris Stadium. The Brennan Bears played number 5 Harlan Hawks in a District 29 6A showdown. It was the opener for both in district. First quarter, Bears ball. Handoff goes to Jason Love. The senior running back does the rest, gets to second level. Then he hits the gas. That's 79 yards. That's a touchdown, 7-0. Harlan ball now. Quarterback Noah Ferris. Back to pass. And he is picked off by the Bears' Tristan Escobar, and he takes that back for a 28-yard pick six. Brennan Bears lead 14-0. But the Hawks fight back. Ferris stays on the ground with it this time. Short quarterback keeper. Hawks are on the board, 14-7 now. And the final from Ferris, Harlan wins it 36-28. All right, let's take it to Gus with the Warren Warriors. And Holmes Huskies also faced off in District 29 6A. First quarter, Holmes quarterback Isaac Martinez throws to the end zone, and there's Xavier Rodriguez right there to make the grab. That's a touchdown, 23 yards, and the Huskies lead it 7-0. The Warriors come back to tie it up. Handoff goes to Trevion Mitchell. That's a 70-yard touchdown run. Game tied at 7. Warren takes the lead. Quarterback Antonio Mesa has to tuck it and run. He rips off a 9-yard TD, made it 14-7 Warren. All right, so let's check out the scoreboard from a couple games last night. Warren wins it 73-20 over Holmes, and it is Southwest or Laredo Martin 26-12. All right, it is a great time for South San Antonio West Campus Cougars, who beat St. Anthony 48-0 last week for their first varsity football win since West Campus reopened back in 2021. Their last varsity win before that was back in 2007, before the campus closed down. Led by Coach Gonzalez, the Cougars 1-1 this season, feeling much better about themselves. They play in District 15 3A Division II and still have 2 more games before starting district play. So we stopped by Shepherd Middle School earlier this week. That's where the Cougars practice to get their reaction after that big win.
I'm excited. We've been working at it all off season, getting in the weight room a lot. We've been focused way more lately, and that just went towards the win mainly.
It was wonderful to be able to come off that win. Just the only thing is how you give is to the Lord above. He's been with us since day one, and just that win it's amazing to be out here every single day, just knowing that we got that win finally.
It's been rough. Year one, we started in the middle of COVID 2020, and we started with only freshmen, so it's been a big buildup. We faced a lot of adversity throughout the 4 years here, and that's kind of been our identity for 4 years, just kind of playing with a chip on our shoulders, a team that faces a lot of adversity and gets through it and sees the obstacle as the way. This win has been huge for us to finally get this monkey off our back and finally see some success.
All right, so West Campus going for their second straight win tonight when they host the 2-0 Lytle Pirates. Kickoff for that one is at 7 o'clock. Hey, the Alamo Dome is going to be full of emotion and excitement tomorrow afternoon. It is the Roadrunners home opener. The ticket taker counters think there's going to be around 45,000 fans in the Dome for this one. The game will be featuring the Roadrunners and their I-35 rival, the Texas State Bobcats. City of San Antonio officials encouraging fans to take advantage of Via Metropolitan Transit's park and ride option. Disruptions to traffic and parking expected for the 2:30 p.m. game. So the City of San Antonio officials encouraging fans to use the Via park and ride availability to and from the Crossroads location. Cost of the Via service, which begins at 11:30 tomorrow morning, just $1.30 each way, with discounted fares for children, seniors, students, and active duty U.S. military. Well, Dome's going to be rocking tomorrow. Hey, Apple urging iPhone and iPad owners to update their devices. That's in order to make it more secure. What's causing the issue in our next half hour. And also new today at 5, shopping for a better car insurance rate. Those insurance quote comparison sites can help speed up the process of looking, saving you time, but there's a trade-off. What you should know before you click to compare rates today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. We'll be back.